a graph in Vertex form. After reading the steps or having them in front of you, have the table in front of you too with all the information on how to find everything. We need to pull out all the information first, and then we apply it to the graph. So we're doing what we've already done, just applying it to the graph after we do find everything we need to. So this function opens up. The a value is just 1. We got our h and k. That means our axis of symmetry is 4. Our vertex is 4, -7. Since the function opens up, we have a minimum. The minimum value is the y value of our vertex, so it's just -7. Our y-intercept, we have a little bit of work to do. We need to plug in 0 for the function, and then we take it from there. So it's y equals 0 minus 4 squared minus 7. Remember, when you square a negative, it's still positive. All right, you square any number, it's always positive. So we get 16 minus 7. 16 minus 7 is 9. So our y-intercept is 0, 9. Domain, all real numbers. Range is your minimum value up to infinity since it opens up. It's -7, infinity. All right. There's all our information. Let's apply it to the graph. First thing I want to do is I want to plot the vertex. 4, -7. So we go right 4, down 7. There's our vertex. I also want to put in our axis of symmetry somehow. All right, I'm just going to use a dotted line here. I suggest you guys use a highlighter if possible. Our axis of symmetry is going through x equals 4. All right, that cuts the parabola in half. That's going to help us out. We plot our y-intercept after that. So we have our vertex. We plot our y-intercept at 0, 9. So we go up 9, right on the y-axis. Now, we use symmetry to find our other point. Our y-intercept is 4 units away from the axis of symmetry. So we count 4 more units right here. My line was terrible, but we count 4 units to the right of the axis of symmetry, and there's our other line, or our other point. I need 2 more points. I need to plug in a number into our function and find out a y value. Plug in any x you want. Now, my suggestion is picking an x within one of these 2 windows. All right, we already have points on the outside of there. If we go beyond those 2, outside those windows, we're not going to fit on the graph. But in between there, it's got to fit on the graph. So I'm going to pick 2. All right, so I'm going to plug in 2 into my function. Our extra point that we need to find, I plug in 2, just like I did with 0. 2 minus 4 is -2. -2 squared is 4. 4 minus 7 is -3. So if y is -3 when x is 2, your point is 2, -3. Plot that point, 2, -3, and once again, use symmetry to get that 5th point. I need 5 points when graphing when possible. This case was a possible situation. There's our parabola. Rough sketch is what I need, all right? But with the 5 points, we're usually pretty good. One more example in vertex form here. This one opens down. Our axis of symmetry is -2. Vertex is, -2, 9. We have a max value because it opens down. Our max value is +9. My y-intercept, I'll skip for a second. Domain is all real numbers. I'll go with the easy stuff. Range is -infinity up to 9. Now we go ahead and find our y-intercept here. So we got y equals -2 times 0 plus 2 squared plus 9. Give myself some room now. Y equals -2 times 2 squared plus 9 y equals -2 times 4 plus 9, y equals -8 plus 9, which is 1. Y-intercept is 1. All right, let's plot our information. Vertex first. Vertex is always first. So we go -2, 9, -2, left 2, and up 9. Y-intercept, 0, 1. You can plot that then if you want. I do need my axis of symmetry, though, to help me plot my symmetrical point from my y-intercept. My y-intercept is 2 units away, so just stay on the same the y value, same y value, and just go 2 units away from the axis of symmetry. Now I need a fourth and a fifth point. My suggestion is, again, stay within a tight window. Right? There is a point here, an x value on either side that we can use. I'll use -1. So I'm going to go extra point. I'll plug in -1. -1 plus 2 squared plus 9. -2, 1 squared plus 9. Y equals -2. I'm going to skip a step there, plus 9. Y equals 7. So that means I plugged in -1. My value is 7. So I plot that point, -1, 7. I'm going to get rid of this. -1, 7. Plot the symmetrical point. Draw a parabola through. And there's our graph in vertex form.